What Astro means to me,
What Astro means to me.
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 What Astro means to me?
I think the first word that comes to my mind when I think of Astro Gaming, I think of roots.
To be honest, it's just like one of those things, like when you hear it, it's just like, that's the headset for gaming.
To me, Astro means a better experience, like actually a professional experience, to be honest.
Astro Gaming means to me basically the only headset I've been using since I started competing. I mean, 2008, 2009, when I found out about Gears Esports, still playing from home, I had like some janky headset. I don't even remember what company it was. It was like a $60 headset you get at Best Buy. First event, 2009, Meadowlands. I get an Astro A40s with a mix amp. Never looked back.
Astro Gaming to me has always been the go-to quality brand when it comes to competitive headsets. Compared to other headsets that I've used in the past, I really feel like the quality and the other features that it comes with is second to none. And honestly, whenever people ask me what headset they should use, like, this is always the brand I've been recommending.
Astro Gaming means everything to me. I don't think I've ever competed without an Astro Gaming headset in my entire career of playing any video game, from Call of Duty to Gears of War. Like, Astro Gaming has always been the headset of choice. All my friends told me to get one, so I've saved up my money and bought one.
I first heard about Astro Gaming. I didn't hear about it. I just saw one of their booths at my first ever Gears event. It was Meadowlands in New Jersey. And I walk over there, and I think there was some type of like Astro Halo thing going on. Like if, one of the pros were playing. At the time, I didn't have a great headset, and I was just like, I might as well get this. I think I might have even got like a pro discount, which was like not a crazy discount, but I was a pro player. So I was like, hey, let me utilize this. I bought the headset, and ever since then, Astro is the only headset I've used.
I wish I could go back to the moment that I found out about Astro Gaming, because I remember thinking it was cool as hell. I remember early on, MLG 2007, the inaugural Gears Pro Circuit, the first year that Gears Esports was a thing. We heard about this brand called Astro Gaming that the Halo pros were kind of beta testing. And it was like this crazy futuristic thing. We're like, no way this is gonna work. We heard that there was these daisy chains and you had these mix amps and you could all be on one channel with comms that were crystal clear. We're like, yeah, right, those Halo guys are so lucky. So I think that was the first time I heard about it, was about the early testing and early beta testing that the Halo pros were doing. The next thing you know, the next MLG event, we sure enough had a chance to do the same exact thing for Gears of War, and the rest is history. Astro has just been a part of the Gears community ever since.
I first heard about Astro Gaming through watching tournaments and watching the pros that came before me. Watching them be on stage with all that gear, with their jersey on, with their headset, and then even another headset around their neck at times. I was just like, yo, like that is just so cool to me, because at home, like, we're obviously rocking that one-piece Xbox mic. Once I finally got on the stage and got to pretty much replicate what the pros that I saw before me were doing, it just felt like the cherry on top with everything.
When I was young, I used to hear about all these headsets and all this stuff that people used to have in their pockets or in their bags. But when I start with going actually to tournaments and everything, I start realize like how cool they really were.
I first heard about Astro Gaming just from all my friends, Game Battle friends, Hubs partners, all saying that it's the best headset. And I used to have the horrible like Xbox mic. So when I got Astros, it like elevated my gameplay.
My favorite feature of the Astro product is probably the mix amp. This is how you can dial the tone, you can get it how you like it. It's pretty much just like the sound.
My favorite feature of the Astro products is probably the mix amp itself. Like, as simple as it is, like how I could turn my voice chat up or down, I turn my game chat up or down. Like, being able to do that, you couldn't do that with, I feel like, other headsets when I had them. So when I got just the mix amp itself and the sound quality itself is just better than everything else.
Honestly, just the quality of the sound. It's like you can hear every little detail around the map, whether it's a grenade blowing up over here or your teammates calling out, or it's just it does a really good job of kind of deciphering each little thing.
My favorite feature from Astro headsets, I think, is the sound, because I feel like with the mix amp, you can actually just mix both sounds, like music or in your PC, the voices, and you can hear all of them just clean.
My favorite feature about the Astro headset would honestly have to be the soundproofing feature that it comes with on the TR editions. I feel like that's one of the most important qualities, especially if you're a player that's competing at LANs, because you don't always get the luxury of being on the main stage with the white noise and the real soundproof headsets. So honestly, the soundproofing that the TRs bring you is honestly second to none. And when it comes to Gears events and being in side stations, we obviously get really crazy. So it's one of the most important things, like, when competing, in my opinion.
There hasn't been a time Astro hasn't been with me since I've been competing. Gears 3, I just remember like packing my Astros up, putting in my backpack, on the way, then, you know, meeting people like, you know, at the events, like Shady, for example. I think that's the only person I actually know at Astro. But yeah, like, you know, going to events, always packing up the Astros, seeing him there, him always helping and fixing the mix, and they're just always around. It's like a family at this point.
To be honest, in the events, the ASTRO Gaming staff is just amazing. I mean, with Shady there or with whoever that is there, they just make it like work. That's the word. Like, they just make it work, and it's so nice that you can have people there that they know what they are doing, so they will give you the best to you, like to have you the better experience too. So if that makes sense.
Shout out Shady, everybody at Astro. Appreciate them for making the products that we've been using for years.
Yeah, geez. You know, so Astro simply provided the most amazing experience at every single event from the very beginning of time. Literally, Gears of War, founded, came out in 2006. At that point, 2007 MLG Pro Circuit, all the way to now, they've offered the most amazing experience at every single event. Back in the MLG days, I could probably represent as the old guy of the crew here. Not only were you considered really, really cool if you were walking around with Astro headsets around your neck, but they also had giant booths. You'd go and you'd buy your Astros for discounts. The one thing that probably means the most to me as a fan, former pro player, someone who loves Gears more than anything, is the fact that Astro's been there every step of the way.
The first time I ever heard of Astro Gaming was at an MLG event. I can't remember exactly the exact event, which city it was, but you know, I was walking past you know, some of these other games, and I noticed, you know, a booth with a bunch of headsets there, and I wasn't exactly sure what this booth was about, but as I walked by, I got pulled in, and they were like, hey, you know, looks like you need a headset. Do you want a headset? Do you want to, you know, try out our product? You can rent a headset here. And from there, like, you know, I tried the headset on. I wanted to see the difference. I wanted to see the ultrasound, how that relates to, you know, competitive gaming, and I mean, my mind was blown. I had to rent one instantly. The Astro Gaming booths to me were always a great environment. I always had fun at all the different booths at the gaming events, but Astro was one of the first ones that kind of stood out to me because it was something I could definitely utilize, and there was always different events going on, Vita Pro, or I remember one time Ninja was doing, like, I think he won like 50 matches in a row. There was one time with Justin Wong, who was playing Street Fighter, and he won like 1,000 matches in a row, and stuff like that. It's just fun. You know, it's interactive, and it stood out to me compared to some of the other, you know, energy drinks. And I think there was like you know, one of the gum companies that were always around at those events.
My experience with the Astro staff and Astro booths during events, honestly, is amazing. Those guys bring nothing but great vibes, great energy every single time I see them, no matter where I'm at. Whether it's in the venue, out the venue, in the hotel room, like, it doesn't matter. Like, everyone a part of that team is honestly great, and they've been rocking with us since day one. So we're gonna be reciprocating that love right back.
If you ever go to an esports event, one of the main things you guys got to do is check out the Astro Gaming booth. They got some of the best people in the industry that I love to meet, but most importantly, they got the best support in the industry as well. When I was a player, anytime I had an issue with my headsets, Astro Gaming was there right away for me. Rather, if they had a new cord for me, a new headset there at the station, fixing them on the spot, or if they were sprinting to the main stage to make sure they was able to fix whatever issue that we had so we could get back to playing our best. Let's be honest, folks. When it comes down to Astro Gaming, they've been an official headset of Gears Esports before they were the official headset of Gears Esports. That's how long they've been around. Come on now.